Well, good evening, everybody. If you're going to catch us on the replay, thank you for coming in. Thank you for being here. We appreciate that. If you're new to our channel, please go watch a video or two, maybe make a comment, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the alert bell so you can be aware when we go live. We're not going to get too excited about things until for a little bit. We're going to let people get in here. But I do thank y'all for joining me tonight. I'm going to be working in the office tonight, trying to get some things done and figured out for our trip in a few weeks. Where did it go? It's way down here now. What are we doing today? Thank you all for being there, everybody. We appreciate you guys. Come forward, let us know. RP Music says hello. RP, how are you, buddy? How are things in your world? We're just getting kind of started tonight here. So thank you for the thumbs up. We got a whole bunch of people watching. You guys come on up in the chat. Say hello to each other. You know, one of the best ways to grow, to learn, is to just simply say hello to your fellow chatters. So, man, it's an exciting day for us, but we appreciate all of y'all coming in. I'm working in the office today and trying to get a few things done. How are you guys, everybody in the background there? We got 22 people watching. Come forward, say hello. How are you? Let's grow. Let's talk. Let's chat. Man, I'm excited. Today, I don't know if you guys saw that great news on the internet, right? There's a lot of good news. Everybody's saying hello. Stockdale says good. Goodbye. Hello means goodbye. Says hello to you. Hello to all. Hugo says hello. Thank you for that. Say hello to each other now. Make sure you introduce it and say hey to each other. And hopes that way, if you have a YouTube channel, let us know that you have a YouTube channel so they know that they can go and check your YouTube channel out. It's something very important. So it is Tuesday in my part of the world. It is approximately 7 p.m. in my part of the world. Beautiful day out. It's going to be cold tomorrow, but it is beautiful today. And exciting. I see that SpaceX is bringing the astronauts back that were stranded in space for 9 months. I'm very excited and happy that they get to come back. It looks like it's all, I don't know if they've landed yet or not. I'm trying to get caught up on that. It looks like they did. They splashed down in the Gulf of America, so that's good. It's 8:04 for you. Okay, so you're now a difference from us. So it looks like the astronauts are back. Now here's what's really sad about this is you got a guy, Elon Musk, who's by far a genius. who running multiple companies worth billions. He decided to help out the people of America by finding corruption, greed, misuse of funds in the American government. Found tons of it. They're still looking. Now he's getting death threats. People hate him. They want to murder him. They want to hang him. They want to deport him, even though he's an American citizen. All of these things. And while he's under attack, what does he do? He has his company go and save those astronauts. I'm telling you. Subscribe to him. Thank you. Good. Everybody subscribe to our channel too. Remember, the best way to subscribe to one another to make it stick, which is really important, is got to watch somebody's video, comment on it, leave a thumbs up, then subscribe and hit the alert bell. All right? That's the best thing to do. So please subscribe to ours. And subscribe to him. Great. I did. Bye. Have a great day. Okay. Goodbye. Have a great day yourself. Thank you for being here. I'm back. Yes. So I found that quite interesting. That in the midst of getting death threats, because he's exposing corruption, greed, waste, fraud, right, all of that crap, he stops and helps to get, and his company brings back 9 astronauts, those astronauts who've been up there for 9 months, right? Just crazy. So we should all be thinking, man, what a great American hero for doing that. I mean, I don't know who else could. The American government couldn't do it, and nobody else could do it. Never heard of that before. You never heard of it? Claude and Jessica living in the Philippines. Howdy, I was on the spaceship. I knew that, buddy. How are you? But isn't that just amazing? I mean, one, it's I know. I know it wasn't easy, but it didn't kind of seem easy. I mean, SpaceX went up there, hooked up, loaded them up, and came back. It's like going to Walmart and back. So it was, what a guy. Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, he's in the middle of getting death threats. People want to burn his company down. He's losing billions of dollars because of the stock market. Blah, 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 all these crap. And here he is being attacked. But yet, he's going to go rescue people in space. But I promise you, this is the really sad thing about America right now, is they will still want to crucify him, even though he put his own time and money and energy and brilliance into saving people. 1 bead to 1 cent. It is, what a guy, yeah. So I just find it interesting that how much people are going to hate him for saving people's lives, where nobody else could do it. Maury, I bring food. Great. I love food. What kind of food are you bringing? But man, I mean, how exciting is that? It's like he drove a car to Walmart, picked somebody up, and brought him home. He made it seem that simple. Let's go, Maury. You're built different. Yes, a sandwich. Ooh, what kind of sandwich? I like sandwiches. So I do indeed. Thank you all for thumbs and uppins, giving us a thumbs up, shouting us out, letting everybody in the world know that we are live with you. If you come in 5 seconds, I'll give you a $2 tip. Yeah, thumbs up. Thank you, Claude. Appreciate that, buddy. How are you doing down there in your part of the world? So you staying busy, I'm sure, with the kids and the wife and all that. We're busy here, man. We just never seem to stop. I don't know why. But I'm trying to get a bunch of stuff done for our big trip to Alabama. And we had to take Lorelei's car to the dealership and have some work done today. I'm almost done, Bubba, and I'll have your sandwich done in a jiffy. That's great. But you never answer the question, what kind of sandwich are you peddling? So we had to take my wife's car into the dealership today and to have it repaired. Hang on. I'm going to kill myself. We're good. Trying to find a cabin to rent this week on my wife's day off. Oh, nice. What about just a condo at the beach? I don't know in your part of the world. I can't think of a whole lot of places. Maybe Lake Conroe or something. Is that what it's called, Conroe? Where they might have cabins on the water, but I don't know. Where you're at, you might just look at a condo. Yeah, we've done that a lot. We will do that. Our dogs get in the way, of course. So we have to rent Airbnbs that have pet friendly. But you can get an Airbnb, for a night or two if you want. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're San Antonio. Okay, so you're a little bit further west than Conroe. So I can't think. Maybe Lake Waco. I don't know how far Lake Waco is from you, but I can't think of any good places to get a cabin. But maybe a beach. I don't know. Meat and cheese sandwich, nice. Well, how did you get that? Yeah, you live in Victoria. Okay, okay. Victoria, Texas. Let me Google. See if I can help you out. What there is, because I'm sort of familiar with the area. RP music. Uh-oh. I typed in Victoria, and guess what happened? Victoria's Secret's website came up. My wife must have been shopping. Sounds like a dwarf sun. I'm an hour and a half from San Antonio, Texas. Let's see. Well, let's see. I'm gonna Google out, scoom out. You're not that far from Port Lavaca. Bro, how many countries do you live in? I live in one, because I can only live in one country at a time. I've lived in two countries, but I can only live in one country at a time. So, So, Claude, maybe, Port Lavaca's not that far from you. You might find, yeah, I think they got condos down there. So you go to the beach there? All right. You also got Rockport, which is not very far from you, but east of Corpus Christi. How many languages do I speak? One. And I don't do that very well, my friend. How many languages do you speak? You do have a little bitty lake. I don't know if there's any houses outside of it. Out on US Highway 59, out by Quell Creek. You speak two? Which two languages? Which two? I speak one, and I speak it poorly. That's it. You got another lake, Texana. There might be something around Lake Texana. That's a little bit east of Edna. So not very far from you. There might be some condos or cabins on that. And my mom speaks 7. Woohoo! What is that? What is what? What is what? You got to give me more words than that, my friend. Yeah, we've stayed down in Galveston before multiple times. None of the beaches are very nice in Galveston. So I don't know how the beaches are in Port. And we've been down to Brownsville and all of that area. But the word you said, the word I said, boy, I'm not for sure which word. I said a lot of words. You're talking about which word? Can you remember what it sounded like? Like Texana? Texana is the name of a lake. And that's what you're asking, Texana. It's a small lake in Texas. Well, take care. I'm going to keep looking for a spot. All right, my friend. Good luck with it. I hope you guys enjoy your day. You got to remember, Life is too short not to enjoy our day, right? Too short not to enjoy the day. Very true. I know. We're going to go to Alabama here soon for a week, and that's going to be kind of our early spring vacation. So that's what we're doing. That's about the only thing exciting we're doing. Interesting. Yes, we are live streaming, and no, this is not my first live stream. I've done literally hundreds of them. Not gonna lie, I ask so many questions. That's all right. I don't mind. You can ask all the questions you like. I'm happy to answer them. I'm gonna give you the best answers I can. I'm gonna sit here and work while we chat while we're doing it. So I got some things I'm working on. So what kind of questions do you have? I would do my best. What part of the world are you from? We are in the United States. If you didn't know that, my friend, we appreciate that. All right. We are rocking and a rolling. Well, we appreciate everybody hanging out in the background with us. If you're too shy, don't be. This is a channel where you don't got to be shy. There's no right or wrong. There's no good or bad. There just is. There just is. SpaceX! Woohoo! I forgot what I was Googling. I was Googling something. Trying to work on some projects while we talked. Looking up places to visit in Alabama. Does anybody got a recommendation? A place I would like to visit in Lower Alabama? Lower Alabama is where we're looking at. We're going to go. Has anybody ever been to Lower Alabama? We've been there quite a bit. We enjoy it. So we are going to go to Lower Alabama. Simply Nanette. Hey, Simply, how are you? Good morning. Good morning to you. How you been? Saying hello to everybody. Everybody say hello to Simply. What's going on in your world? Is there anything troubling you today? Is there any problems we can solve for you today? That's kind of my mission in life, solve problems. I wake up every day and I go, what are going to be the problems of the day and how can I solve them? That's what I'm working on. How can I solve the problems of the day? But yeah, we're planning a trip, so I need some help planning trips. We're going to go be looking for seafood stores, Asian stores, parks, places to go fishing, neighborhoods to live in. What else should somebody look for they're thinking about moving to a town that they've never lived in before. Let it go. Don't solve it. Let it go. Well, see, you solved it though. Simply that's solving it. Letting it go is solving it. So I like that. I like that. We had to, but sometimes you can't do that. I had to take my wife and I had to take her car down to the dealership. So it's in the dealership operating room right now, being worked on. Hopefully they'll have it ready to be picked up tomorrow. I might work. Oh, okay, okay. So my beautiful wife's car is at the doctor's office, so to speak. And let's face it, with a smile, yeah, because look, if you give people the power to take away your smile, your energy, your positivity, your dreams, your hopes, then that's shame on you. You never give your power away. Karaoke, well, all right. Now, simply that, you and I are going to disagree kind of on this one. I understand that for the young Filipina who likes to sing karaoke, or the old Filipina, whichever, doesn't really matter, that singing karaoke is one of the most joyful things that they can do in the entire world. And we have a very nice karaoke system set up here for my wife and her friends. But it's wonderful for them, but not so wonderful for me. So you got to be aware of that. Sometimes your happiness can cause somebody else unhappiness. So I'm not a big fan of karaokeing like most American husbands. I can't think of too many of us who go, woohoo, my wife's going to go karaoke and woohoo, all the girls are coming over, they're karaoke and woohoo. Usually it's like, oh, your friends are coming over to karaoke? When? Oh, oh, okay, okay. That's kind of how it really is. I have tons of problems to what if I do travel in remote island to have a fresh mind, then I face it when I return to the city. Yes. Well, one thing I will say though, I do believe you got to let problems go. But one thing just to keep in mind is we can't run from our problems. So at some point in time, it's going to come back to bite us in the butt if we don't solve the issue one way, shape, or another. I mean, if you're, if your house is on fire and you don't put it out, you're not going to have a place to live. So that's a problem. If your car is making a weird noise and you never bother to check the oil in it and you blow up your motor, then your car's no good, right? So we just gotta be careful about that. Tim's in the house. Good evening, Tim. How are you, my friend? Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the thumbs uppers. We got a busy day today. It's windy here. It's like 90,000 miles per hour wind. It was in the mid 70s here. Tomorrow, we got a chance of snow tomorrow night. That's what it's like living in America, Tim. We had to take my wife's car into the doctor today, Tim. Tim is saying hello to you simply, and simply saying hello to Tim, which is a mighty fine thing of you guys to do. I'll tell you a funny story if you want about my wife's beautiful car, because she loves her car. I had to take it to the doctor today. And it's not very old, it has low mileage. We don't, heavy users. And just kidding back, I don't mind chats. Ah! I know. Anyway, the car. There we go. So there's a little electrical switch or a motor went out in one of the seats. Not a big deal, but it is a big deal because it's going to cost a lot of money. Now, I took it down to the dealership. It's not very old. I was hoping it was covered under warranty, and they said, I don't know. We'll have to see. We've already been to Disney World. Yes, we went to Florida, Disney World. We went to we went everywhere while we were living in Florida. We went to Disney World, Epcot Center, the Kennedy Space Center, which was the best. If you get a chance, going to the Kennedy Space Center is way better than Disneyland or World or whatever the hell it's called. And I got a text, an email from the dealership that said, hey, the repair to your car is going to run $1,500. I'm like, So I talked to the service guy, and he's like, well, but here's what we can do. And I had to call him on the carpet on this. He said, but look, you're almost ready for your 30,000 mile servicing. If we can do that, then my service manager will go ahead and put the part under warranty and the seat will be completely covered. And I told him, I said, come on, man. He said, you don't got to hustle me. Don't lie to me. Tell me my seat is covered under the warranty, and then just ask and say, hey, you're almost ready for your 30,000 miles. Now, we're happy to do it, and here's how much it is. Because it needs to be done. I said, so you don't got to hustle me. You don't got to lie to me. You're right, Tim. I love it. Star City here in the Philippines. I ride all the rides, even if it's children ride, but it helps a lot. Yeah, we went to, my gosh, I can't remember them all. They weren't that exciting. Animal Kingdom, we went to, we went all of them. But I'll tell you, the Kennedy Space Center was the best one. We've gone to a bunch of zoos. We like zoos. So we didn't ride any of the rides at Disney World because the lines are just too long. Well, we did. We did a few rides. We did like an Avatar ride where you were flying on one of the birds on Avatar, or what are they called? The pterodactyls? I don't know what they are. But on Avatar, how they fly those creatures? You get seated into this thingamajiggy, and they pick you up and they hang you, and you get to be like a monkey, and this is in front of this gigantic screen. And it's like a 3D submersion thing, and it's really cool. So we did go to that. And let's see, but we went to all of that stuff. We did. We checked out a bunch of that stuff. We went to, while we were in the Philippines, we did go to Seaside Mall and to the aquarium there. Also, we took Lorelai's family to the aquarium at over there by the Seaside Mall in Cebu. And it was nice. It was pretty good. I mean, it was better than I thought it would have been for the Philippines, to be honest. I thought it was pretty good. So we're hoping to get my beautiful wife's car back tomorrow. It'd probably be the next day if we're lucky. But we'll get it back. It'd be in good shape for our road trip to Alabama. So we're looking for fun things to do. We're doing a lot of work, but right now I'm just trying to get organized. I'm putting down all of these places we need to go see in Alabama, so that will help us determine where we want to live, which little city in southern Alabama we want to live in. Let's see here. Man, that wind is whipping. You can feel. Woohoo! I got to be looking up Asian stores. I got to be looking up regular grocery stores, parks, all of those type of things here in Alabama. Alabama. Maybe I need to change my look in here. Coming soon, auctions. Go ahead and get rid of that one. We're going to pick some addresses and go look at, and I've saved some, but I can't find them. Ah, here we go. I'm looking for one particular address. One particular house I want to go see in Alabama. I know it's already sold, but I want to go see the neighborhood that was in. Huh. Tim, the astronauts are back. I know, man. I was telling everybody that. They shouldn't complain about 9 months. People on the Minho went 3-hour tour and were gone for 2 years. I know it. I just think it's funny because we got so many people in America that want to kill Elon Musk because he's sorting out the corruption and the fraud and the inefficiency of the government. And we got people yelling and screaming about wanting to kill the poor guy. You know, he's not making any money off of the little work he's doing. And, but yet, he takes time out of his busy schedule to have SpaceX go and get all of these people. Isn't that just killer? I mean, I don't know what more you can say about anybody. And yet, I promise you, they will still want to crucify him for it. That's what bothers me is there we go. Hey, John, how are you, buddy? Yeah, I saw your message about Duterte. You know, and I said this the other day, everybody. Now, look, I'll tell you guys about Duterte. I was never a fan, but I was also never a hater. I had no opinion, really, because he wasn't my president. You know what I mean? And I'm not a Philippine citizen, so it's kind of like, you know. But here's what I think and I say about this. Truthers, now they're mad. Yes, the thieves are mad because they're being caught. And the other big issue with the government, and I'll just say this real quick, is the inefficiency, how outdated things are. So look, whether you hate the guy or not, at least he's going to update the systems where they can be more efficient for us. Because if the government runs more efficiently, who benefits? We do. We the taxpayers. But John Duterte, I look at it this way. I can't believe, it's really, really hard for me to believe that they came and got him out of the Philippines. Tim is saying hello to you, Tarzan. And what I mean by that is, like, I don't care which president of the United States this would happen to, even the ones I dislike. I would not stand for, and we, the government, and we, the people, should not stand for the that court. I can't remember what it's called, Hague or whatever it is. Man, I lost it. We should never stand and allow them to come and take one of our presidents to stand trial. Period. Now, if our president, needs to stand trial in America, that's one thing. But how shameful the Philippines should be by letting one of their former leaders be dragged off. To me, it blows my mind. We would never tolerate that here. And so I feel really bad in that sense. I'm sure it's all political, and I don't know all the ins and outs. But to me, it's, I don't know, a sad day when a former leader of your country can be hauled off to court in another part of the world. I get it, needing to stand trial, International Criminal Court, thank you. I get it, maybe needing to stand trial in your own country for something, but I would be very ashamed of America if the International Criminal Court came and picked Biden up and took him. We would never stand for that. We just wouldn't. And so it makes me sad that that happened in the Philippines. I don't like that. I mean, granted, we can't do anything about it, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I wrong? Am I right? Doesn't it just sound crappy? I don't know, man. For me, it's just one of those things that no good. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I was never an enemy of his or a hater, and I was never necessarily a supporter. Because I'm not Filipino. I'm not a Filipino. I don't really have the right to say a lot about the politics in the Philippines. But I'm just telling you, where's the map at? Here it is. Trying to find my map. Allowing that to happen is very disturbing to me. And maybe it's all politics, right? All right. I think I found another house to look at. What I'm doing for our trip to Alabama is I'm randomly picking houses that we think we would like, even though they're sold. And we're going to drive by those neighborhoods while we're in Alabama. Yeah, he will find out that I agree with that. He doesn't have any influence over the court. And I don't know if he's guilty or what. I don't know, and I don't really care. I just find it strange in today's world. I guess part of me, I find it really strange that we still have an international criminal court. You know what I mean? I just do. I find it weird, I guess. Maybe I'm behind the times. I don't know. I didn't think there was a necessity for it, I guess, or a need. Maybe John says, "Hi, Tim, good to see you." You know, maybe I'm out of touch. Because who did he? Because I guess I look at it this way: what happens within a country's border? Now, look, I'll say this, and like I said, maybe I'm out of touch. If I'm the president of the United States and I do bad things in the United States, then it's up to the United States to take care of me. Now, I get it. If I went into the Philippines and started slaughtering the Filipino people, then I get it. Now, international court, here I come. I get it. I understand that. But for potential crimes that were committed in his own country, I don't know where they get the jurisdiction or the right to try him for things that happened in his own country. Don't really follow news. Too many courts around the world are filled with many levels of court. Oh, yes. Simply the net says, I don't know if it's a hoax. I heard some of the news that our government paid $1 million to the ICC. Well, that was brought up today. Yeah, euro or American dollars, I don't know, but that was brought up today. I watched some of the news today. And it talked about his lawyer or somebody was talking about how this is all politically motivated. And he brought the fact up that the court denied all the motions and all of that. So yes, there's some big rumors going on that Duterte's, and he's not even in office anymore, but his opponents, yes, made it happen, which is kind of sad. Oh, that's one point side. No. And I was looking at houses, and I'm like, oh, here's a really nice one. This is cool. Wow. Then I looked at somehow it got marked wrong. The price is like 1.65 million or some crap. I don't know how the hell they got there. Oh, that's interesting. It has it listed for 185, and then when you open it up, it goes to 1.6 million. Time for reckoning? Yeah, there is. I don't know. I guess I just don't like, I don't know. It would just make me really, really unhappy if the International Criminal Court came into America and took Joe Biden. And I don't like Biden or Obama or Clinton or any of the former presidents. I just, I don't think Americans would stand for that. I don't know. I get the feeling that there will probably be much to do about nothing in the end. All I can say is government here is BS. Yeah, oh no, your government sucks. And I'm going to tell you the honest to God truth. Our government sucks dog poo poo too. So I can promise you that. We suck poo poo in America too. So much so that they want to kill the guy who's been finding all the corruption. They want to destroy his business, his livelihood. Vilify him, which I just think is really sad. But it's not it's not surprising, right? Stockdale, I'm back. Good to have you back. Thank you. Remember Obama sent a plane full of money? Yes, oh, I know. That's my point, people. We are dirty, dirty, dirty in America. And look at all that other money. And of course, you got to remember, I liked Clinton because I met President Clinton. I met him actually twice because he's from where I'm from. That's the only reason I met him. But how do you think the Clintons got so rich? They they made so much money off of that. God, was it Haiti? The earthquake in Haiti, where they raised all of that money that was supposed to go to the Haitian. How do you think they got their millions and millions and millions? But as I can say, Filipinos around the world loves their former president. Boy, they do. I'm seeing it all over there. I'm getting messages, and yes, they do, and they are in support of their former president. And I actually think they should be. Like I said, I don't like Biden, but I swear to God that if a foreign government came to get him, I mean, I'd be pissed. I would be one unhappy camper. John says Clinton did not have sex with Luke. No, he did not. He had oral relations. There's a big difference, he says. And, which is funny because she's an ugly chick anyway. But I guess if you're bored, what else are you going to do? Even the ugly chicks will surpass. So, Stockdale, what about Trump? What about Trump? What's your thoughts on Trump? Anybody, you can tell me your thoughts on Trump. I'm okay with it. I can't find the one house I really wanted to go see. I'm very disappointed in myself. Do I like Trump? Moving, mountain loving. There you go. Here's what I'm going to say, and I know it's not a yes or no answer for me, but it's kind of like a split personality thing. Do I like Trump's do I like his public persona? No. Do I think he's actually probably a decent guy at home with his grandkids and his kids and his family? Yes. Do I think he's a good businessman? Absolutely. Am I glad that he's running the country? Absolutely. Yeah. So that's kind of a mixed bag. I don't like everything he does, I will say that, which is probably. And people ask me, well, why do I like Trump? Well, I'm going to tell you partly why I like Trump. Because I am one of these type of guys that I like troublemakers. I like people that will piss people off. I like people that will rock the boat. Well, Trump didn't ban TikTok. Remember this. He didn't ban it. That was before he was elected. That was all going in about that time. He actually, and this has been said, that he was in favor of TikTok once he learned that TikTok could help him get elected. So I think he is helping the United States, and I'm very excited about the direction America gas is coming down. For you folks in the Philippines that maybe don't know, gas in America is coming down. A dozen eggs is $1 cheaper on Sunday than they were a few weeks ago. Egg prices are coming down. Pat's in the house. Everybody say hello to Pat. Welcome in, Pat. How are you, Pat? How you been? Haven't talked to you in a few days. That's a small garage. Pat, I'm working on our trip to Alabama. And we're talking politics. We're talking about beautiful women. We're talking about how handsome I am. Well, that hasn't been brought up yet, but that's okay. Ooh, I like hamburger helper, John. What type? Lorelai won't let me have it because she says it's too full of chemicals and garbage. What kind are you having? Do you like the tuna helper? I like the tuna helper. Do you have the lasagna one? Which type are you eating? Are you live tomorrow? Yeah, I do lives usually every evening, sometimes in the mornings. My wife does them on the weekends. So we do a lot of live streams. We do indeed. Oh crap, that didn't come out very well. I'm going to do something different there. Yes, my friend, we do. We try to release videos and all that good stuff too. We try not to be a one-trick pony, so to speak. Pat says, I like the tuna. Oh, stroganoff one's good. I've been wanting beef stroganoff really bad. So maybe I'll buy it. Maybe I'll go to the store when Lorelai's working and buy it. What do you think? What do you think? Because I like the stroganoff, but I like the tuna helper. My hat feels crooked today. I think my head is lopsided. Yeah, make sure you guys all subscribe to each other, by the way. Say hello to each other. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're new to us. Haven't had it in over 20 years. I really liked it. You know, when I was, well, I am poor. I was going to say, well, back when I was poor, hell, I'm poor now. So, tetrazzini? Yeah, I like the turkey tetrazzini. I used to make that. Scratch. Pat says, hey, Tim. I think I'm getting too many houses. All right, good job. I bring more food. Nice, I'm new. Stockdale says, everybody say hello to Stockdale because they're new to the group. Mari, bring more food. Yes. All right. So I got 5 different neighborhoods in each town that we're going to go visit. Some new neighborhood, some old neighborhood. And of course, we're going to go to the downtown areas and all of that. He's built different, yes. But I gotta admit, I am a gigantic fan of people that piss people off. I like it. You know, even at the college when I taught for all these years, I really liked rocking the boat. I did. I enjoyed making people go, ah. I enjoyed that. Why do you have a headache now? Is it because I'm talking? Maybe that's why. Maybe because you're listening to me? I do give people a headache, I've been told. But does that make me a bad YouTuber, Tim? Rebel rouser. There you go, I'm a rebel rouser. Well, maybe back when I was young. I'm old now. I can barely rouse or a rebel. Try rolling around. That's good. I appreciate that. We need all the support we can get. Just ask Tim. I give Tim a headache. Tim needs some, what's that, powder? Headache powder? You guys know what I'm talking about? That stuff works really good if you didn't know. The headache powder. Come on, you guys got to know this. BB? Remember that headache powder? That stuff works pretty good. Oh, I can't find this one house I wanted to buy, but it's gone. It disappeared off the internet. Maybe it got beamed up by aliens. It was a really cool house. I wanted to go see it. Who's Tim? Tim is our good friend. Tim, no, I had a headache before I got online. Nosebleed. Who is Tim? Tim is the man, the myth, the legend. He's the elder of the group. He's the smart one. Finally got new shoes. My doctor gave me a place where to get shoes that help nerve damage in the feet. Nice. Good job, Pat. Oh, Tim. The goodies. Goodies, that's what it was. Goodies powder. Yeah, you remember that? My wife, 34, still has headache once a month. Well, my wife would say she gets a headache regularly because I'm here. So, I feel better now, Pat says, since he's got his new shoes. Now, Pat, I'm going to recommend that you take your time breaking those shoes in. Okay, don't wear them all the time. Break them in. Wear them for a little while, take them off, wear them again. So be careful. When you start wearing totally new shoes that are different than what you're used to, you can have sore feet. When do I sleep? I don't sleep. My wife won't let me sleep. Goodies doesn't work for me, Tim says. There's another one, right? BC powder too? Wasn't that another one? They work pretty good for me. I used to take them when I was young. And yes, I was young at one point in time. All right, so while I got all you smart people on the internet here, DC powder? Okay, maybe it's DC powder. I don't remember what it was. I always liked the SAS shoes. Were they the work shoes, the black ones or whatever, Tim? Man, I think I'm dizzy. So what is it that you guys, since I have all of you smart people in the room, if you're going to move to a new town, what is something you would look for? Don't say alcohol or naked women. What would be important for you to know about a new area? Man, I think I am dizzy. We've had a busy day today. Got Lorelai's car into the auto body shop. Not the auto body shop, but the gym. All right. They're made in San Antonio, Texas. John likes gym. Okay. Hospitals, that's correct. Hospitals kind of high on my list. I've already evaluated the heart hospital there because I have heart failure. And I feel okay there because it's part of the Birmingham Heart Hospital through Alabama, which is one of the best in the nation. So they have like a satellite facility or whatever you want to call it there. So an apartment? Well, we're going to buy a house. No offense to anybody that lives in an apartment, but apartment living's really not for us. Tim, that's the number one thing for me, my friend. Where are good places to go fishing? That's all David cares about. David only cares about fishing, fishing, fishing. But since I am married and I actually like my wife, yes, I have to think about her too. And part of our dilemma, and I'll just tell you guys, well, I can just pick one of these. And I'll tell you guys, is this. You know, because Lorelai works, I don't need to work, of course, because I'm old and disabled. Lorelai likes to work. So the real question is, do we buy where she can have a really good job, or do we buy where we can have a really good life and then she just works wherever, whether it's remotely and or somewhere just simple, and maybe not make as big as money as she possibly can. So like if we lived in the heart of a big city, she could make a lot more money because of her skill set. But if we live, you know, out in the country a tiny bit, out in the little smaller communities, then, you know, and my wife doesn't like to drive very far to work. So, you know, it kind of comes into play. The one thing, always bring your wife in front. Yes, Alabama has good houses there. Ooh, they do. Part of what I like is we truly are looking for a simpler way of life in a sense. We want to just pay cash for a house. We want to enjoy the weekends when Lorelai's not working. We want to go to the beach. We want to go fishing. We want a new vibe. We want to stay warmer year round because it's cold as hell where I live. And all of those things. And Lorelai likes to work. And I want her to work because it makes her happy. Well, Tim, I'm trying. I bought lottery tickets. I don't know where they're at, but I bought lottery tickets. You know, I've been e-begging for $5 million, right? And I'm asking all of you guys to donate to my PayPal account, to my $5 million beach house fund, if you would, please. My PayPal account is right there on my YouTube channel. Feel free to donate to my beach house fund. I did buy lottery tickets, see? So all I'm asking is $5 million. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know why we can't raise that. I see on the internet all the time how people are raising all this money for things, and I can't even raise $5 million to get a freaking house. I don't understand it. Am I not likable? Is that it? I'm just not very likable? I don't know. I don't understand. I like all of you. You can come to my house once I buy it. You can't stay, but you can come over for dinner. I did a lot of farm business brought from Alabama products. Yeah, yep. You know, the last time we were in Alabama, I like to say Alabama like Alabama. I got to be careful when I go to Alabama not to make fun of Alabama by saying Alabama, you know, because we from Arkansas and, you know, Alabama. So I got to be careful when I'm there not to make fun of Alabama. But one thing I thought was funny when we were in Alabama, the last time, ooh, this is nice. I went to a couple specialty stores because Lorelai and I like to go find new places to see and to go, you know, weird little places. And we went into this one place and they were selling blackberry jam and raspberry jam. And I got looking at it and peach preserve. And you know where it came from? It came from Arkansas. It came from, I ain't buying that shit. I can buy that in Arkansas. Why would I buy it here? Well, resale, right. Tim, what we're looking at, to be honest, is this will probably be the house that I die in. Now, Lorelai will have to sell it down the road, yes. So we're literally looking at this being the last house we will ever own, at least while I'm alive, is what we're looking at, to be honest. So we're trying to do a good job picking it out. I mean, I know, Tim. Well, Tim, is there something else I could beg for that would be better? I need a new mobility scooter. That's like $3,500. Would that be better? But I really prefer the beach house because if I have the house on the beach, then I really don't need the scooter because I can just go out in my backyard and go fishing, right? But I need a mobility scooter, a new one, because mine's really gotten in bad shape and it's not working so well anymore. It likes to tip me over. I just hope nobody records that. But should I beg for that? But if I get the beach house, I don't need that because I can go out to my boat and get in my boat and go fishing as I wish. So, it's kind of like, which one do you do? Oh, thinking of e-beggars, are the e-beggar. Come on, how come the button doesn't work? Start with a small goal and start from my 9-year-old son wants crawfish. Start with small goals and work your way up. Spicy. Well, oh shit. You guys are getting me in trouble. You know what happened? The somehow I hit the record my voice button for messages and sent this great big long ass message to my wife. Oh my God, no sound. Yeah, when the phone calls, when somebody calls on an iPhone, I don't know about an Android, but on an iPhone, when somebody calls in, usually the live stream stops, freezes until the phone gets done, and then it comes back. So, but you're right, small goals. Why are you laughing at you? No, we're not laughing at you. We're laughing with you. No steep ground level. Yes, flat land because I'm disabled. That's correct. So Tim, small goal. Okay. So you're saying that me e-begging for a $5 million house is a little too ambitious? So should I lower it to like a $1 million house or like a $5 house? Good evening, Mrs. Back from Lorelai says hello to you all. Man, Lorelai, I think I'm dizzy today. I'm reheating my food. Nice, nice. I'm looking up houses and neighborhoods for us to go see in Alabama. I'm over on the good side of Alabama at the moment, Lorelai. Pat says hello to you. Pat got new shoes today. Tim has a headache. John's eating crawfish with his little boy and tuna and helper, hamburger. We're going to buy some hamburger helper. I told them all that we had to put your car into the hospital. I'm going to have your car worked on. Let me get back over here. I got to get back to Foley, Alabama. I'm so poor that I can't afford an iPhone. Me either. This thing is an iPhone 1. That's how poor I am. We have iPhone 1s. Yeah, yeah. Hey, maybe that's worth some money. We have the first iPhone ever made. Is what we're on. I don't know. Man, that wind is whipping. It must be 100,000 miles per hour wind out there. But oh, Tim, I was going to tell you, John, for some reason, the e-beggar with the bad teeth, I guess, or the alcohol or whatever his drama, he keeps calling us. I'm not answering, but I found it interesting, Lorelai and I both the other day, that, the poor kid that was abandoned by his mama, you know, um, or whatever his story is now. I don't know why he's reaching out to us. He knows that he pissed me off. He knows that I'm not having anything to do with him, that we're not helping or supporting him. So I don't know why he keeps trying to call us and message us. Because it's just not going to work. Stockdale says, I have an iPhone. Wow, you are rich. iPhone 12. Holy crappin'. I can't even afford to walk by the Apple store. I know, man. Apple was horrible. We don't want that. I know the feeling. I mean, we're getting ready to dump a bunch of money to the Subaru dealership for fixing Lorelai's beautiful little car. But we got to keep her car in good shape. We like her car. Her car's a good car. It just needs some current love at the moment. The new iPhone 16. No way, man. Like Tim, we're so poor we can't even afford televisions. Stockdale, you must be rich because obviously you must have the internet and television so you can see commercials. We don't even have any of that. In this household, we're poor. That's why we only have the iPhone number 1. And to be honest, I think the iPhones are a scam. I think they got us believing, marketing wise, that we should buy a new iPhone every year one comes out. Well, why in the hell do you need a new phone every year? I don't understand that. And then you got to ask yourself, what are they doing with all the old used phones that they get traded in, right? Are they just taking them back to the Apple place, taking the guts out, putting them in a new cover, and selling them as brand new again? Because that's what I would do. I would have you guys give me all of your old iPhones. I would just take the insides out, put them in a new shell, repackage it, and sell it. Pat says he bought a Samsung Galaxy Ultra 24. It's the most powerful cell phone. It's AI cell phone paid for $1,400. Oh my God, you're rich, Pat. $1,400. Tim says he's so poor he can't even pay attention. I understand that one. Big John says I like the iPhone that has SIM. So yes, we have that. We have where we can pop our SIM cards out. We own our phones all right, outright. So is what we do, and so yes, You got to have it where you can pop the SIM card out. The price is high, yes. We're just poor. We're just poor people in America, boys and girls. Like Tim says, can't even pay attention. But we have no desire to get new phones. Man, I'm right. Yeah, sometimes I get things right. Sometimes, not very often. Not very often. You got to remember, I'm not the sharpest cookie in the drawer. What else is important that we should look at for in a neighborhood? Does anybody know? Really? So you can have two SIM cards, like one from America, like Verizon, then one like, I can't think what they're called in the Philippines. One like in the Philippines, and you can tell it which one you want to activate by going into the settings and flipping. Is that pretty accurate, Tim? That's pretty cool. I will say that's pretty freaking cool, man. So one thing important. Samsung A73. Oh man. So one thing we're looking for when we go to Alabama is Asian stores, grocery stores. So I'm going to do a little Googling and tell you what I find. Gourmet World Market. We need to see if that's a real Asian store. No, it is not. It's a sandwich store. I can do that from the screen. Ah, okay. I gotta admit, that is pretty cool. New Asian New Asian grocery store in Hala Meat is down in, no, that's in Pensacola, Florida. Why is it? I didn't tell it to look for Pensacola, freaking Florida. I told it to look for freaking Alabama. The hell's wrong with these people? Brother David, when you and Orly move to Mountain, let me know. I'd like to buy some products from my family farm in Columbia. Okay, absolutely. Hello, Sanders. How are you? I'm looking for Asian grocery stores in Alabama so that I can write the address, or copy and paste the addresses onto a Word document so that when we go to Alabama, we're going to have all these addresses we're going to go look up and find. So, is what I'm trying to do. But I'm being tricked. Tim, everybody say hello to Sanders. It also has camera stabilizer built in, no need for a gimbal. Nice. Our iPhones have that, so that's good. Hey, Sanders. Hey, Sanders, not sure where you are there. Hello, Pat and Tim. Well, we're going to Alabama in a few weeks. We're gonna go stay in Alabama for a week. We're gonna kind of house hunt, look for neighborhoods we want to live in. We're actually looking at the east side of Mobile, so the good side of Mobile, where Foley, Alabama is, Gulf Shores, all of that. And then we're also looking at the parts of Mobile, but not in Mobile. So I'm kind of looking for, there's a whole bunch of them over in Pensacola, Florida. So it's not very far from us if we live over there. So I know there's a few over in Mobile itself. So yeah, maybe. Maybe there's here's one. All right, boys and girls, be nice. This one is called My Ho Oriental Market. That's what it's called. I'm not lying to you. It's over in Big John's making his hammer helping. RP Music is back, says I'll be right back. I got family Mobile, but couldn't tell you where they are. I'm with you, buddy. Well, we're looking for Asian markets, so we know where they're at. There doesn't seem to be very many of them, to be honest. But there's one they call My Ho Asian or Oriental Market. I'm just trying to get familiar with the. So one of them has a nice looking kitchen. Definitely has some Korean, Filipino food, Japanese food, some fresh veggies and fruits. All right. So that's definitely over there. HTN sounds like Mobile, Alabama. Yes. That is Henry in the house. HTN, nice store if I remember right. Yeah. So there's a couple of them here. There's really none of them on the good side of Mobile. There's like over on the bad side, or what I call the west side of Mobile. There's 4 or 5. Then if you come across the bay into Foley, Alabama, the good side where Gulf Shores is, there's no Asian stores, it appears. There's some fresh markets, but no Asian stores. But if you go over to Pensacola, man, there's like 20 or 30 Asian stores in Pensacola. So I find that interesting. Hey, Henry, HDN, Tim was telling me earlier that he thinks why nobody is donating to my $5 million e-begging fund to buy a new beach house is because I'm asking for too much money. And so my new question is, how much should I ask for? Should I lower it to like 4.79 million or 4.8 million even? What should I do? Can't stay long today. Batteries. All right, Tim. Appreciate batteries low on everything. I'm with you, buddy. Yes, because they have a base. Oh, that's right. That's right. They do have a base there. Yeah. All right, Sanders. Good information. So I knew we brought you aboard for something. I knew you were good for something. They do have a fresh market in Spanish Fort. My mom got mad at my dad one day and she said, "Tell your kids they all have a brother they never met." Sometimes, Sanders says. My mom, okay, John. Oh, I get it, John. It took me a minute. Brother David, did you and Orlai prize rebel and look through? Yes, I'm doing a little bit of it here and there. I am. I'm doing a little bit. I just haven't got too crazy about it. I would say 2.5 million would be okay. That way you can get a nice house, share a little bit with me, and make the rest. Well, I don't know, Henry. Remember, and what I was going to do is take the $5 million and buy a $2.5 million house, put the other $2.5 million into investments, and live off of that investments to pay my insurance and my taxes. So I kind of really, if I drop it down to that far, then I probably won't be able to buy a very good house. That's good. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah, a lot of them over in Pensacola, which is good to know, right? I mean, there is hell, 20 of them, but no Seafood City. I wish they had a Seafood City. All right, let's see. Let's look at something that's going to be important to my wife. Shopping. So we do know that the good side of Alabama, the lower Alabama, they have a Tangier outlet. If you guys didn't know what that is, that's where like all the outlet stores are, like in Branson, Missouri, where they have like Coach and Gucci and Boogerhead stores and all that. If you put in I know, man. I know. I should have been one of those thieves and made a fake grant to the EPA and said, "Can you give me $2 billion so I can go out and check the temperature?" You know, and then cash the check really fast. I'm almost cashed out threshold of $500 on Prize Rebel. I do a few answer. Okay, all right. I'm not quite that far along. I'm not quite that far. So I'm looking, we got Walmart, we got liquor stores, jewelry stores, outlet places, Cato, dollar stores, Dollar General. We got all the normal crap. Yeah, take it. Yeah, I am. I'm taking my time. I know I saw that. Her group or her husband, or it's kind of like that lady in Georgia, who got the $2 billion. I know it's disgusting. I mean, it really is disgusting, guys. But hey, how do you think they get rich? I mean, Clinton, and I like Clinton, but look, he's one of the I think he is one of the, maybe he is the top. And I like Clinton, so don't get me wrong, but he became he has become the richest ex-president while he was in office. So while he was in office those 8 years, his portfolio went from like 1.5 or $2 million up to like 800 or 900 million dollars. Come on. Keep the money in the wall safe? Yeah. I got to see if there's any good stores at the Tangier, or what's it called, Tangier? I don't know, Tanger place. They got a Coach store, H&M, Katie Spade, Lids, Nike factory shoe, Old Navy store, Rollo. So same as Branson, Missouri, Texas, Under Armour, 80s, Aerie, Aeropostale, Ann Taylor. Who the hell is that? I don't know. I don't even know who half of these damn people are selling stuff. Ooh, they got let's see, beef jerky. They got a beef jerky store. How many people like beef jerky? I like a few presidents, not many people. We got to be careful. Yes. Well, they all get rich being in office, which I don't understand. You know, why politicians want to be politicians? Uh, because when you're done, you're rich. All right, so we're going to go to the Tangier outlet in Alabama and do a little shopping for Lorelei while we're there. So if you guys want to donate to some shopping fund for Lorelei, let me know. Because you know she's going to want to go to these stores. And my wallet is skinny. Sorry, I had to do something. It's all right. Agree on bro with that? Now, Pat says, I like beef jerky. I do too. Well, they got a beef jerky outlet store in Alabama. Ooh, they got a Mr. Wok Asian restaurant. They got an Oakley store. Yeah. Pepper Palace. Nobody cares about that. But now I need to raise some money. Ooh, here's a sushi. Oh, rock and roll sushi. It's okay. It's not the greatest sushi, but they got a sushi place there. But now I need to raise some money so Lorelei can go shopping. Forget my $5 million e-bagging house. I'm going to need $10 million so that she can go shopping. I need some donations too. I know. GTX is in the house. Insider trading. Yes. And John, you're absolutely right. It is absolutely insider trading. Ooh, look, hey. Have you ever heard of this company? St. Nick's Knife Factory. Buddy, we all need money, let me tell you. I need some. I mean, I want $5 million to buy a house with, right? But if I take Lorelei shopping, we're going to need to double that. Well, it doesn't. Sure do. Oh, they even got some men's stores, kind of. Girly men's stores. All right. They don't have anything good, but Lorelei would like to go. All right, let's see what else we can find. Yes, I have. We sure do. I like Winn-Dixie's. Does anybody ever go to a Winn-Dixie grocery store or Publix? You know, in this part of the country, we have Walmart and Target's expensive. The Winn-Dixie closes in 26 minutes, by the way, if you didn't know that. If you want to go to the Winn-Dixie in Mobile, Alabama, you got 26 minutes to keep your happy butt there. It gets a 4.6 out of 5 rating, by the way. You like those Winn-Dixies? I like Winn-Dixies and Publix. I think they're a little bit more pricey than Walmart, of course, but I don't know. They seem nice. They seem nice. What's here on Dolphin Island? A lot of souvenir stores on the beach. Henry says, I like them. They're pretty good. Redbox. What the hell's a Redbox? Here's a seafood market. Lorelei needs to know where that is. Maybe we're taking a cooler with us. We're taking a couple of coolers. But what we might do on our last day is, or the last night, go by and get a bunch of fresh shrimp that we can, and maybe a couple fish, and pack them in ice and bring them back. When Dixie is slowly going away. Yeah, I like Winn Dixies. Publix is a little pricey, but you know, they're okay. Sometimes they have uh, different or unique things. Now they got a Jubilee Shopping Center in there. I don't know what's there. They got a Home Depot, the Rouse Market, St. Paul's Thrift Store, the Dick's Sporting Goods. I've never been in one of those. They got Walgreens, Hobby Lobby, so they got everything you ever need. Lazy Boy, we got one of them here. Lazy Boy's a shitty company, by the way, and I'm going to tell you a story or two. You know, back when I was doing private consulting work, I had some clients that worked for Lazy Boy. Lazy Boy was not my client. My clients were their employees, and they would bring in horror stories about how shitty it was to work for Lazy Boy in the factory. Piggly Wiggly is good. Yeah, I like Piggly Wiggly. What's replacing them, I wonder? We have nothing. We only have Walmart and Target. In my part of the country, you got to remember it's ruled by Walmart. Walmart owns us. Yeah. All right. So now we got to find some fun things to go to. Now look, I have a map, and I need to work on this when I feel better. Of all the fishing spots in and around where we might want to live. And I've been doing my research, but I gotta consolidate my information and put it together because we're gonna go be looking at every public place to go fish, public piers, parks, things like that, backwaters, everything. I like Marsh Grocery Stores is out of business. Jack and Jill went up the hill. They got a. I've been to the Gulf State Campgrounds Park. Been there. Last time when we went to the seashore, they got some public gardens there. Am I still in Pensacola? We went to Camp, what's the, Fort Morgan. We've been there. They rebuilt the pier at Fort Morgan. It's brand new. So they did that. Aldi's, yeah, we have Aldi's here. I forgot about that. We have a lot of Aldi's. We have some kind of Swift Coles Historical Home, Alabama Gulf Coast Zoo. Lady of the Gulf Catholic Church. Well, we don't care about that because we're not Catholic. We have Bon Secours National Wildlife Center. Walmart has put many small towns. Yes, and they do it intentionally. That was one of their 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 core missions is to put mom and pops out of business. To build a Walmart just slightly outside of the hub of the center of the town, so that traffic would come to them and those stores would go bankrupt. Lowe's did the same thing. That's why you see Lowe's at intersection changes, because they want Lowe's and Walmart did this. They did it logically. So that way, when you needed to go to Lowe's, you didn't go to mom and pop anymore. You went out of the town. So it drew the population away from downtown out to the interstate. There's a medical museum. Yeah, you missed the old ones. I like Ace Hardware. I think Ace Hardware is still a pretty cool place. We got Weeks Bay Reserve. I think I can go fishing here. It's in Fairhope, Alabama. It's a pretty place. Yeah, I like Ace Harbor. Yeah, we lived out in Fairhope, Alabama. We'd spent a lot of time out here at this Weeks Bay Visitor Center. A lot of nature trails and fishing to galore. Yes, we would. There's also a municipal pier. A lot of state parks along the coastline coming up. Because you got to remember, this side, if you don't know, the east side of Mobile Bay is not as dirty as the west side. There's one thing a lot of people don't realize. The west side of Mobile Bay is dirtier water, muddier water. So Fairhope rebuilt their pier after the last hurricane. It's really nice. I've seen a couple videos on it. It's handicapped accessible. A lot of good fishing, birds, people. Nice place to go walking. Yeah, Tractor Supply. Tractor Supply is good too. Tractor Supply, I like that. That's what the Alabama Gulf Coast zoo is. We like to go to zoos. It's probably not a very big one, I can't imagine. Wow, adults are $24 each. That's kind of expensive. Let's see how big it is. It doesn't say how many acres it is. Huh. They do. They sell baby chicks that grow up to be big chicks. They do. That's one thing oh wait. Hey, have you ever heard of a spear hunting museum? They have one of those in Summerdale, Alabama. Spear hunting museum. Holy shit. Spear hunting museum, they sure do. They got a bunch of dead animals and looks like pictures of people who killed things with spears. So it's kind of like a nature thing, but full of dead animals. Tim says, I don't think I ever went to Tractor Supply. Well, that's interesting. I don't know if I'd go to the Spear Hunting Museum. It doesn't seem very up our alley. We're not hunters. Here's another park. Let me see what this. Oh, this is nice. Bayfront and Dolphin. We really like Dolphin, Alabama, too. Bayfront Park. It's kind of beachy. It has a pier. Nice. See a lot of this. This is why we like to live somewhere else but here, because we don't have any nice stuff like this around here that we haven't already been to. Part of our problem is we've been everywhere in our part of the woods and anywhere around us. So we really have been pretty much every freaking where. So there's really nothing more for to do. Oh, Mobile has a very nice, large botanical garden. We really like botanical gardens. Nice. Excelente. Well, all right, my friends, I think, I don't know what's going on. But for some reason, I'm extremely dizzy today. I don't know what's going on. I'm having difficulty focusing, concentrating, whatever you want to call it. So I think I'm gonna wind this down because I think I'm getting dizzier. So maybe I need to do something else. But hopefully, we'll be back live. Next, you'll be golden. Yeah, I will be. We metal detect on beaches. Yeah, we definitely metal detect. So we will be doing that. But for some reason, man, I'm off today. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if it's my heart or what, but something's not right. So I think I'm going to get off of here, everybody. So before I pass, I don't want to pass out in front of the camera. Pass out or have a embarrassing. So nobody would even know. Thanks, John. I appreciate that. All right, everybody.